So it sounds like you specialize in the construction side of electrical. Is that what I'm hearing?
So what we do, we are primarily a residential electrical contractor. So we do service work. Our biggest market is high-end custom homes. So probably 85% of what we do is high-end custom homes around Lake Norman. So we work from Huntersville to southern Statesville, western Cabarrus County, eastern Lincoln County. So
Right.
you drop a pin in Lake Norman, draw a 20-mile circle around it, that's us.
Is your service, do you specialize in new construction or I'm going to call it repair work? I don't, if you got a official technical term, I don't know what it is.
The answer is yes. So we do new construction, remodeling, and service work. And so from a remodeling standpoint, of course, we're doing the electrical side. We don't do any construction carpentry side. We're not a general contractor. We're just an electrical contractor. And so one of the things that's really unique about us on the new construction side especially, and on the remodel side, is most of the projects we do are a one-off electrical design. So we get blank drawings. We don't get an architectural rendering on our drawings. I sit down and I draw an electrical layout that's unique for that house, for that customer. Kind of live in the house for a little bit while I draw it. Then I meet with the homeowner one-on-one, face-to-face, a lot of times before the first tree's ever been pushed over on the lot, and cultivate a very unique, specific electrical layout for that homeowner's need, lifestyle, what they do, so on and so forth. And that's what makes my job the best, is to be able to meet people, have face-to-face interaction with them, be a part of the project really from concept to completion, versus just getting a set of drawings that's got an architectural layout that I had no input on, and then that's what we go do. I get to have almost 100% input on what we do, how we wire the house, how we design the lighting, and so on and so forth.
So how often do they come with their own ideas?
Well, everybody always has their own ideas. Sometimes I have to tell them they're wrong.
Hey, I thought my business was the only one I get to tell a client they're wrong. Yeah.
Well, I love it when they show up with, oh, this is what I found on Pinterest. This is what I want to do. And that's okay. But people often have their own ideas. And one of the biggest things I ask people as I go through their plan room by room is, what's in this room? What's happening here? Is it a child's room? Is it an office? Is it a guest room? Like I said, I try to live in the drawing for a little bit while I'm going through it so I can meet their need most specifically instead of just giving a blank generic electrical layout.
That's awesome. I was a general contractor for 8-10 years, and that level of engagement of electrical contractor is phenomenal. And I guess that's why you focus and your sweet spot is on that higher end home where you can deliver that experience and the interaction with the client so much more than the average, perhaps, general contractor out there just doing any home, new construction, and remodel.
Absolutely.
Let's back up.
Sure.
How do you become an electrician? How do you do that? Because you're in one of those fields that I tell people you don't need a college degree to do. Is that a true statement, or have I kind of misled
Let's preface this. Don't get any ideas, Joe. Stay away from the electricity. Stay away from the panel.
I love service-related businesses where you go to the customer. So every aspect of your business is futuristic, and it's not going away. So I want people to hear that this is a great business that can be expanded to as large as you want it to be.
Absolutely.
So all of those high school kids out there, how do you become an electrician?
So here's the thing. I read an article a couple weeks ago that said there's 11,000 electricians retiring a year, but only 7,000 new coming into the trade.
Wow.
The millennials that are coming up have been sold a theory that they're going to go to college, make six figures, but they end up living back in mom and dad's basement. And I know because I try to employ a lot of those kids, and it's a challenge. Tradesmen are valuable. And there used to be this real nostalgia and almost like a romance when you see those old pictures from the 50s and 60s of the iron workers sitting out on a piece of steel, 60 stories up with their metal lunchbox, and you've got the backdrop of Manhattan behind you. There was a real nostalgia. These were man's men, however you would say that. As was said earlier, these men had grit. And people have lost the flair of understanding how important tradesmen truly are. As technology continues to evolve, at the end of the day, you're still going to walk in your bedroom and plug something in the wall. And that's where we come into play. And, I would say how do you become an electrician? First of all, you go and you jump in. Can you go to college and take classes from electronics and so on and so forth? Absolutely. It doesn't come into play so much in the field with putting boots on the ground. The best way to become an electrician is to go get a job with an electrical contractor and put in your time. Like I said, when I started.
So you would hire somebody that's never touched a wire before and teach them?
We hired 3 last week. Green.
Oh,
we call them lifeguards and landscapers because that's the only jobs they've ever had. So we love to hire green people. Now, let me preface that have a desire.
I could do this.
That have a desire to work. People that are looking for a job, you can get a job at Walmart and McDonald's. If you want to learn a career, then we absolutely are willing to take the time to teach.
That's a great statement.
And so, but people don't understand how it takes time, it takes work. I was doing construction. I was working for a remodeling contractor. Started working for him when I was 15 years old, continued to work with him all through high school. Met his electrician. His electrician was always busy. And so I was just born a MacGyver. And so I just kind of get this stuff. So I would start doing the electrical work on the job. The electrician would come out, look it over, and kind of give it, his thumbs up, tell me what to change. And this went on for a few years. And finally one day he said, Matt, if you ever want a job, call me. I thought about that for about a week. And I looked at my employer and I said, I want to be an electrician. And a week later, I had started working as an electrician, and that was in 1999, and I've never checked up.
Yeah, but the problem is, man, I could get killed, I plugged the wrong wires together, man, and then there's going to be a situation.
Man, I tell you what, as good as black powder coffee really is, that little jolt first thing in the morning, it's okay. You get over it.